This story is brought to you by Petals and Pride, where every petal tells a tale and every tale celebrates pride. Join us as we embark on heartfelt journeys, discovering the beauty of love, life, and the extraordinary in the everyday. Together, we bloom with stories that inspire, uplift, and bring the rainbow of human experiences to life.
Lowe's Encounters, a cautionary tale. David had been talking to Scott online for a while. They were both 18, both still living at home, and both very much in the closet. Their conversation started innocent enough. Music, school, random memes, but it didn't take long for things to take a more intimate turn. The problem? Neither of them had a car, and while they lived close enough to walk to each other, sneaking into a parent's house wasn't an option. That's when David had an idea. What about those sheds in front of Lowe's? Scott was hesitant at first, but the more they talked about it, the more it made sense. The sheds were just sitting there, unlocked, mostly ignored at night. It was private enough, easy to get to. And well, desperate times called for desperate measures. So one night, both boys walked separately to Lowe's, meeting in the dimly lit parking lot near the sheds. A quick glance around confirmed the coast was clear, and they slipped inside one of the larger sheds, shutting the door behind them. What happened inside was exactly what you'd expect when two closeted 18-year-olds finally got some privacy. Clothes came off, hands explored, and they made the most of their stolen moment. Afterward, they dressed quickly and went their separate ways, adrenaline still pumping. It felt dangerous, exciting, so much so that they did it again. And again, it became their secret, a forbidden ritual carried out under the cover of night. But then came the mistake. One day, in broad daylight, they both found themselves way too worked up to wait for nightfall. The urge was unbearable. They had done this so many times before. What was one more quickie? They met up, trying to be casual, and casually strolled into one of the sheds, shutting the door behind them. They didn't even think about the fact that Lowe's was busy during the day, with employees and customers walking around. They were in the middle of things, very much in the middle, when the shed door suddenly swung open. Standing there was an elderly woman. She gasped. Her hand shot up to her face, clutching an invisible string of pearls. And then she screamed. Not just a small yelp, a full-blown horror movie scream. Dear Lord in heaven! David and Scott scrambled, yanking up their pants and trying to cover themselves. The old woman, meanwhile, was having a full-blown religious meltdown. You're going to hell. Right to hell. This is a house of sin. Wait, no, this is a shed, but still. She turned and bolted towards the nearest Lowe's employee, a bewildered young guy who had probably never seen an old lady run that fast in his life. The words tumbled out of her mouth. The devil is in your sheds. Two boys. Carnal sin. Do something. The employee blinked. Oh, what? By the time the police were called, David and Scott were already long gone, sprinting in opposite directions. And just like that, their Lowe's shed adventures were officially over. They still met up after that, but never at Lowe's. Not at night, not during the day. Hell, they barely walked past the place for fear of some hidden security camera capturing their faces. David later joked, I always thought Lowe's was about building things, but I didn't expect them to help build my sexual awakening. Scott snorted. Yeah, well, next time we pick a spot, let's make sure it has a lock. And so, the moral of the story? If you're gonna hook up, at least make sure the door has a latch. And maybe, just maybe, don't do it in a Lowe's shed. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey today. We hope you enjoyed the latest episode of Petals and Pride. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Also, be sure to join our Facebook group Petals and Pride. We love hearing from you. Let us know your thoughts and what you'd like to see next. Until next time, take care and stay proud.